So, Jeff, while the White House is downplaying Kushner's meeting with the Russian ambassador, do you expect this to be the last that we hear of it?
No. This is going to go on, this controversy, especially since you have members of Congress, you have Democrats and some Republicans who've been calling all day for him to recuse himself. He's done that. There are also some calls on the Democratic side that he resign because there is a feeling on Capitol Hill, among some Democrats at least, that he misled members of Congress during his confirmation hearing. So this is not going to stop here. And then this press conference opens him up to questions about this meeting. He described some of what happened in this meeting, and there will be people on Capitol Hill and in other places who will have more questions about the way he answered this criticism about what happened during that meeting.
Yeah, and what do we know about the nature of the conversations between Sessions and Kislyak?
Well, according to the Attorney General, they discussed Ukraine and they discussed terrorism issues. He says they had a testy exchange at times. So the question is, who can corroborate what the Attorney General is saying about the nature of that meeting? And what was indeed discussed when they met, not only in September, but also at the RNC, which is something that he didn't deal with in depth during that press conference today.
Well, Jeff, so why recuse himself now, especially when just hours before President Trump said he has total confidence in Sessions?
Well, because the pressure was on. It wasn't coming from the White House, as far as we know, but it was certainly a public pressuring from members of Congress, Democratic members of Congress, throughout the day. There was this drumbeat from Capitol Hill calling for him to recuse himself, and so that's why he took this move today. Also, in consulting with career DOJ attorneys, the feeling internally was that he had to step aside at this time.
All right. Well, with Sessions recusing himself, who will now lead this investigation?
That's going to be Dana Bente, who is the acting Deputy Attorney General. So he will be overseeing this investigation as the Attorney General steps away. And this is someone whose name popped up after Michael Flynn got in hot water about this call with Sergey Kislyak that he had before the Trump administration took office, where they talked about sanctions. Remember, Flynn was fired because he lied to the vice president about the nature of that conversation. And during that whole episode, as the Trump administration was taking office, in the first few days of the administration, the acting Attorney General at the time, Sally Yates, went to the White House and informed White House officials that she felt that Flynn had been compromised in a way, that he may have opened himself up to blackmail because of his comments misleading the vice president. And that's when she was fired. And then we had Dana Bente, who came in. So it's complicated. There is a lot to this, but Dana Bente is someone that we have come to become familiar with over the last month or so.
All right. Justice Correspondent Jeff Pegues in Washington for us. Jeff, thanks very much.